The holiday break approaching at this point, students, families, and teachers are pretty familiar with the ups and downs of distance learning. Administrators say that largely attendance rates and engagement levels are down from last fall with in-person learning. But as KEZI 9 News anchor Chris Lewinberg shows us, the solutions districts are coming up with may make the school community stronger in the long run.
It's a refrain you'll hear from teachers nationwide.
This is my 8th year at North now, and I feel like a first-year teacher again.
For North Eugene High School Japanese language teacher Nathan Goldberg, it's a reality that hits home. Literally, it's where he teaches lessons from a makeshift classroom.
For me, it's taking twice as much time to plan all of these.
He says the fall term started strong with high attendance from students craving a semblance of normalcy.
That has since dropped off as the challenges, the reality of what we are trying to do from teaching and what students are trying to do on their end has set in.
In the first 6 weeks at Eugene School District 4J, attendance has dropped about 2% compared to last year.
It is down from last year, but it isn't down as much as we had feared.
At the beginning of the school year, the district identified 150 students who hadn't even logged in. A system of teachers, student coordinators, counselors, and administrators reached out to those students and families to find out why and to find solutions.
Every student who's not going to school has a different need, and we need to figure out what the barrier is.
That barrier could be anything: internet or childcare issues, homelessness, or mental health. But once the district finds that barrier, they can also find a fix. Teams at the school level reached out to students absent 5 or more days 2,241 times by mid-November. In that same time, district teams reached out to 15 students who hadn't attended 30 days or more, connecting those families to resources.
We're flying a plane as we're trying to build it, and everyone is patient and giving us grace.
It's a holistic approach embraced by districts statewide, including Bethel and West Eugene.
It's working. For the vast majority of students, it's working. And for those students who are not yet engaging, it really raises a red flag for us.
At Bethel, 9 students have missed 30 days or more. 38 students haven't logged in at all and were unable to be reached, with no indication they transferred to another district. Students engaging not at all or not enough. Administrators say identifying systemic barriers is essential.
It's emotional. Teachers are connecting with students, letting students know that there's a caring adult waiting for them on the other end of that Zoom session.
The Springfield School District says having the infrastructure to address systemic issues has already helped beyond the pandemic.
When we were navigating wildfires in our area, we had a lot of displaced families, and that system really helped us to quickly identify what the families' needs were and to help them re-engage if possible.
These strategies proving promising in a post-pandemic world.
Horrible situation we've been navigating with the pandemic, but there's lots of opportunities that have been learned.
While administrators learn valuable lessons, it's still on teachers to bring it back to basics.
It turns into, okay, let's take a good hard look at what you're missing as far as the work goes, and let's figure out what are really the essential skills that you need. This other stuff, let's forget about it. And
a lesson learned.
Trying to really bring the humanity back into all of this.
And a connection made. In Eugene, Chris Lewinberg, KEZI 9 News.